Hello everybody, I hope that you are all having a fabulous day. My name is Robert F. Rodriguez and I just came off of drumming with a cruise line. So in my last video, I discussed some of the things that you need to expect or some things you may not know about working on a cruise line. And this week I'm changing things up a little bit. I need to establish how to even get the gig in the first place and how to prepare for that. So this is 5 steps to preparing for a cruise line audition. Number 5. So, you're ready to take the gig. Where do you even start? We're going to cover that first. So, there's 2 ways to do it. The first way, find out where the auditions are being held. You can look up various companies like Celebrity Cruises, Disney Cruise Line, Holland. All of them do auditions like this. And you can just show up and hope you get the gig. The Skype audition's a little more complicated. So with Skype auditions, you can either contact the company directly, or you can go through a booking company that does a lot of the dirty work for you. Booking companies like Landau or Lime Entertainment, etc. These companies have helped a lot of people get these gigs. And all you really have to do is set up a Skype audition through them, and then they will do the dirty work. Either way, the audition will be primarily the same. It just depends what you want to do. Do you want to go through an agency, or do you want to try and schedule one with the company directly? That's truly up to you. Now, I kind of went directly through the company I went with, but it doesn't mean you have to do that. So remember, agency or directly through the company, it just depends on what you want to do, how you want to approach it. The biggest thing you want to do is look up the agencies themselves. I'll put some links in my comments or wherever the info. Or some of these companies work directly. You can just contact them and schedule an audition. It just depends on how you want to approach it. So that's the first step, is just scheduling the audition or showing up to the audition. Number 4. Okay, you got the audition. Now what? So here's the biggest thing. They want to know how well you take instruction. Don't take anything lightly. Be prepared. What the heck does that mean? Exactly what I said. Comprehend the instructions of the audition. So, they're going to pretty much lay it out for you when it gets scheduled on what you need to have. I'm going to give you a head start. One of those things are going to be nice speakers. The other thing is going to be an aux cord and headphones, possibly a cell phone, and a camera. Have those things ready. And when they say to schedule, I mean have it pre-set up before they send the music. The next thing you want to make sure you have ready is a printer. Why? Because if it's a Skype audition, they're going to send it to you, give you an hour to print it and look it over. You definitely want to have a printer ready. So just be aware of that. The other thing is that, they might call you on the phone. That's what they did with mine. And you're going to do literally like a video and a phone audition. Kind of strange, but everyone has different things. So be prepared for those things. They'll be pretty clear on what they want. They'll be clear how they want you to dress. Everything. Follow those instructions to the T. Because if you don't, they may not view you as professional. And if they don't view you as professional, it doesn't matter how good you are, because anyone who's not professional, they don't want to work with. So just be ready for that. Follow the instructions. It's really, really important. Number 3. So you're prepared for the audition. It's scheduled. How do I carry myself in this thing? It's simple. Don't talk too much. Listen to what they're asking you to do, and do those things they're asking you to do. Introduce yourself. My name is such and such. I am blank years old. I am from. If that's all they're asking, leave it at that. Don't be a chatterbox. Because again, if they view you as unprofessional, you're not going to get hired. So, they're going to tell you what they want. Just follow the instructions. Dress nice, look presentable, and you should be fine. Why do I say don't talk much? Because it's easy to get really nervous. Some people cower in. I talk too much when I'm nervous. So don't be how I could have been. Just follow the instructions. Read this chart. Thank you. Play this style. Great. Thank you. Okay, let's do the over-the-phone interview. Follow it to the T. Number 2. This goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Expect to sight read. The range of the tunes you're going to sight read, whether it be in person or in Skype, it can be anything. When I did my auditions, I often had a swing chart, maybe a Latin chart, a funk chart, and maybe a Broadway chart with some difficulties thrown in just to see how I handle it. Just be ready for any of them, right? And a big thing with this too, when you're expecting to sight read, is if something's confusing, don't hesitate to ask a question. They're not going to not hire you just because you want to know something, right? I had an instance where I was asked to play the tune Caravan. And I asked one simple question that actually ended up impressing them. How many times do you want me to go through the form? The reason it shocked him is because I'm a drummer, and the stereotype of drummers, we don't know our theory. Well, as a matter of fact, we do. Anyway, so you want to expect to sight read. You want to take their instructions very literally, because they want to know if you can take the direction they're asking you to take. So just be ready. Be ready. Oh, and a big thing, don't stop if you make a mistake. I had a few friends that stopped in their audition, and they're not going to say it, but the reality is if you stop during the audition for anything other than my cymbal fell apart, you're probably not going to get hired, because that's a liability in their eyes. Number 1, relax. So many people get so intense in these things. I've seen people that are like all fidgety. Relax. Look, the worst thing that can happen is they say no, your life goes on, and you keep doing the same kind of gigs. The best that can happen is they say yes. So don't freak yourself out, because they want to know if you can work under pressure anyway, so you don't want to show them any nerves if you can avoid it. So just relax, follow the instructions, dress nice, and be ready for it. And if you come in person, be even more relaxed, because if you come in person and they see nerves, that's going to be an issue. It's more about how you present yourself. They want to know how you recover from those mistakes. So again, remember, breathe, play it through. You'll be all right. All right, so these are 5 ways that you could actually prepare for an audition. My name is Robert Rodriguez, and I hope this video helped you guys out. Next video, I'm going to cover a few more things you may not realize about working on a ship that I perhaps didn't cover in the last video. And again, suggest things to me, I will cover them. Thank you very much. Have a great day.